Have you ever wondered what the difference between being a manager and being a leader are? Well, today I want to talk to you about that. My name is Mary Jervich, and I'm the founder of My Promotion Plan, a company that is dedicated to helping women go from passed over to promoted. Years ago, I was asking myself this very same question. My background is actually in hotel restaurant management, and so all of my traditional schooling and training was in management. I had never really heard of this leadership thing. Leading leadership. What is this? Until a team member approached me and they said, Mary, I don't want to be managed. I want to be led. I wouldn't realize it at the time, but that day, a little tiny leadership seed was planted inside of me. And it would take me years to really understand this. And it was through my training with the John Maxwell team that I really started to discover what leadership was and how it was different than management. So let's talk about management for a few moments here. So first of all, the first thing we need to know is that you can have a position or a title in your organization, and that won't make you a great leader. That may make you a manager, but it won't make you a leader. And so being a leader is a set of skills that we have, and it's in our ability to influence people. John Maxwell teaches us that the law of leadership says that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Now, there's quite a bit more to it, but what's important for us to understand is that management is all about systems and processes and procedures, and it's about formulating outcomes, where leadership is about it's about expanding human potential towards a vision. It's about influencing others to accomplish a goal, but without necessarily giving them the very specifics that they need to be able to accomplish the goal. So it's about casting a vision for people and then motivating people towards that vision. And it really is a lot of things rolled into one, because it is encouragement, it is communication, it's so many things. But what it's not is just making sure that boxes are checked or things are going in a systematic fashion. And it's not that management is bad. It's not bad. Here's kind of what I found in my life. When I was just managing, things kind of felt like difficult. It was almost like you had to kind of like push pretty hard to get things to happen. You always had to be watching things and trying to figure out how do you keep things on track, and how do you get people to do things the same way consistently over and over and over again, right? How do you manage this thing? And it really puts a lot of pressure on you, the manager, to, if the outcome doesn't happen, well, you're responsible for that. Well, with leadership, the way that it works is you're not pushing people. You are more out in front, and you are casting a vision. You're saying, hey, come over here. Hey, this is what we're looking for. So let me just use this simplified example. Okay, so management, we'll just talk about loading a dishwasher. Management would say, hey, we need to put all of the plates in the bottom, and all the plates need to face this way, right? And the big plates go over here and the small plates go over here. And then the silverware gets put this way in the bottom rack. And the glasses go up top, but they have to be lined up like this. And it's like telling them specifically how to do it. And it might even be saying, hey, we want you to have this done in X amount of time, right? Like the dishwasher has to be loaded in 5 minutes. And that's management. We're making sure that this happens. It needs to happen at least twice a day. And that's management. That's what it looks like. But in leadership, it doesn't look like this. In leadership, we say, hey, we want to have clean dishes, right? That's what we give them. We want to have clean dishes. It's a vision. We want to have clean dishes. Anytime people come into the kitchen to eat, we need to have clean dishes for them to be able to eat off of. And there may be a few ground rules, right? There might be some sanitation rules, like we have to use soap, or we can't hand dry the dishes because that's not sanitary. If you have a restaurant background, then you'll know that. But that's more of what it is. It's not telling them step by step how to do it, but it's casting a vision. And here's the miraculous thing that happens. Whenever we're not stuck in the day-to-day management and people are actually getting to problem solve, they typically solve problems better and faster than we do as just a single person trying to set up a system in management, because now they have a vision. Now they have ownership in what they're doing. Now we're encouraging them. Now we're believing in them to be able to get this done. Now in your organization, it's probably not washing dishes, right? It might be hitting a sales goal. It might be hitting a customer service level. It might be hitting a level of retention for your team. But no matter which position you're in your organization, if you are leading, you are encouraging people towards this, you're influencing them, you're allowing them to have buy-in and make decisions. You're allowing them to take risk and chances. You're not telling them every single step of what needs to happen, but you're helping to provide them the resources. You're there for the guidance, and you're there to celebrate with them. And if things are going off the rails and they're not going so well, then of course you can step in, you can ask questions, and you can help them. But it helps people, when we're leading them, we actually help people up-level their thinking instead of thinking for them. Where management is really thinking for people, where leadership is really allowing people to think for themselves, but it gives us this opportunity to cast this vision and help people expand. And here's the beautiful thing. When we're leading people instead of managing people, they get more creative, for one. They'll come with different ideas and ways that they can accomplish things. They have more satisfaction. People like to know and feel satisfied in having a job well done. And they have buy-in. Whenever someone has an idea and we let them run with that idea more than telling them what they have to do, they want that idea to succeed like nobody's business. So they are going to be highly invested in ensuring that it is successful. And so if you want to be more of a leader, then I encourage you to start to learn leadership principles. There are a lot of leadership principles that you can learn. You can read books on leadership. If you're looking for a community to learn with, you can head on over to maryjervich.com, where we have leadership circles for women, where you can learn how to grow as a leader. Because here's what we know. It's not required to advance in your company, right? You don't have to be a great leader to advance in your company. But if you want to experience more joy and you want to have more fun and you want to have more of an impact on the team and through your company, then being a great leader is something that you absolutely want to strive towards, because it's going to be something that makes all the difference. It can make life so much more enjoyable when you see others around you just kind of raising the whole potential of the organization up. So be sure to subscribe to this video, and I will look forward to seeing you on an upcoming video where we talk about leadership, careers, and so much more. And as always, remember, you're only one plan away from your next promotion.